Why is the Bitcoin reset, pullback, whatever you want to call it, down to 50K, super bullish long term going on into the future? I'm going to explain that in this video, and I'm going to explain what I believe is happening to Bitcoin as we move forward into the end of 2024, entering 2025. So please stay tuned to that. But right off the bat, guys, I can say that if Bitcoin was moving the same speed that it was before the halving, right, where we were breaking 25K, 30K, 40K, 50K, and we broke all-time highs for the first time ever before the halving. The way that Bitcoin was moving at that speed, and I said, look, there's two ways we can go about this. It's situational, right? I'm a technical analysis guy, but I can't tell you the future because it's situational. It's if this, then that. If that, then this, okay? And I said if Bitcoin continues to follow this movement at the same speed after the halving, then we're probably going to have a blow off top, most likely this fall or this December, November area time frame. That's what I said. And I do believe that if it were to continue, we would have had something like that, a blow off top, the top being in this year, 2024, which a lot of people were kind of like against because everyone kept saying 2025. But then I said, well, that's why it's a situational. If Bitcoin has a pullback, right, a reset coming back down to 50K and stays flat, in this basically ranging, building strength in this range for a good amount of months and weeks, then yes, then that will basically delay the bull market top into probably sometime in 2025. Okay, and I said this clearly in my streams and everything, and so far that's exactly, it basically chose option B, which was coming back down, breathing a little bit, resetting, especially after we look at the previous halvings. Bitcoin takes a little bit for Bitcoin to take off after the halving. And what's amazing, guys, is this might be the first time that you hear this, okay? But I want you guys, I have a special chart that I made, and it's the Bitcoin halving chart. But once you guys get a chance, look at the Bitcoin halving chart, and you will see that every single halving, every single past halving, the one previously, Bitcoin took off much faster. And the one after each halving, right, like let's say 2012, for example, Bitcoin took off right after the halving. The fastest speed that Bitcoin took off after halving. The next halving, which I believe, I forget, what was it, 2016? I don't even know. But the next halving, Bitcoin, it took a couple months for Bitcoin to really take off, but it still took off pretty fast. Then the next halving in 2020, this was the one that was a little bit different because we had the Black Swan right before the halving, but not even the Black Swan, not even the elections, and all these things going on could stop Bitcoin from taking off later on in 2020. But the key thing here is that halving, it took a little bit longer for Bitcoin to kind of get that acceleration curve to the upside, but it still went up fast. You see what I'm saying? So the pattern here is that every halving, Bitcoin is taking more time to take off, and obviously diminishing returns. So that's why I believe what's happening right now, right? We had the halving this year, and everyone thinks the Bitcoin's going to take off right after the halving, but that's not the case. That's not what we've been seeing here the past halvings. Bitcoin is taking a little bit longer each halving to take off. So I want you guys to understand that, be patient, and understand that your altcoins are only going to go up after Bitcoin makes the first move. That's why I believe Bitcoin hasn't made the first move, and it's going to very soon, unexpectedly. Because what's amazing too, guys, and why this is super bullish, this reset, this pullback, whatever you want to call it, is super bullish, is the fact that Bitcoin is basically building strength in the previous all-time high range where we were euphoric. Ignore the noise, ignore all the influencers, ignore everything that you hear about fear, greed, all these things like that people are spreading the news, right? Because what's amazing is that being in this range, 50K, 60K, 70K, being in this range where we were super euphoric back in 2021, we managed to hit the fear and greed index. We managed to hit fear. And not just neutral, but fear, red fear, right on the fear and greed index. That to me is super bullish. You know why? Because back in 2021, and the same prices where Bitcoin hit fear recently, people were selling NFTs for millions of dollars. Retail was fully into the crypto space. It was this mass euphoria that we had in the crypto space and Bitcoin and everything. And now, fast forward, we're in the same ranges, ranging, basically building strength while everyone is freaking out. All these influencers are bearish and this and that. Not all of them, but a lot of them were. When the best thing to do was buy the fear. And what that tells me, guys, is the fact that for us to get back to extreme greed, or to euphoria, Bitcoin's going to have to be much higher. So this is why I believe what Bitcoin is doing is building strength and is springing. It's going to end up springing into higher prices, and it's going to make the first move. That's why you're going to see Bitcoin dominance continue to blast off. People are saying that Bitcoin dominance has topped out. I don't believe so. I think it's going to blast off. Then once it has that major leg up and it starts to curve up, that's when we're going to have the altcoins really take over. And so to me, this is extremely bullish, and I do believe that next time we hit extreme greed on the fear and greed index will probably be the top of the market. So when you see the fear and greed index hit extreme greed, and maybe Bitcoin's 100K, 120K, 150K, 200K, I don't know what the top is going to be for Bitcoin. But when you see that extreme greed hit, when you see Bitcoin dominance way up high, when you see, all the signs telling you that we're overbought, that is most likely the top. So I do not believe Bitcoin is going to go down back to 30Ks unless we have some massive black swan. But even that, I'm still bullish short to medium term. Okay, so that's my opinion. And I believe that it's just something that a lot of people are talking about. People are not really talking about that fact. We're building strength and support at the previous all-time highs euphoria range. And I do believe Bitcoin is going to catapult and spring into much higher prices, so we can one day again hit extreme greed. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, if you guys want to join the community, join the Cryptopolis free Telegram below. If you guys want to be up to date with what I'm buying, what I'm selling, also about taking profits, because that's going to be major. You want to take profits. And when I say take profits, I mean ladder out and take most of 90% at least of your crypto profits in that euphoric stage, right? In that near the top of the bull market. So just want to say thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment below what you guys think, and have a great day. Peace.